Hello guys, welcome to weekly outlook here on pound USD, the gold, and of course the DXY. Starting off with pound USD over here on the daily time frame, we can see that price pulled down this past couple of weeks to the 1.25 psychological level and it's now rejecting it. We see price being attracted back to these regions of 1.2850 and possibly 1.29 psychological level. And if we pull up our Fibonacci retracement tool from this push from 1.3050 regions to 1.25, we could see that it's either price want to come retest the regions of 50% or it's going to be attracted to 61.82 retracement region, which looks to be more like what it wants to do. So we'll close this, and if we slide down to the 4 hours time frame, we can see what price has tried to do in the past year, which is last week. Price closed with a strong bearish engulfing candle, closing all this couple of 4 hours candle. Does that mean price is ready to start going back to the downside? There's only one way for us to look for opportunities to sell or buy. Now, if price is ready to start going down to the downside, I can create an upward trend line here, more like, this pattern that has formed, and I'll really be comfortable trying to sell pound USD if price comes back to break below this strong support he has created here on 1.2635. So if price comes to break this region, which obviously might have broken the upward trend line and retest it, then we could come retest this region here. Possibly if we break it, then we could start selling, but we might still hold off here on 1.25 psychological level. But that would be enough pip, 1.26 to around 1.25. That's over 100 pips. Okay, now otherwise we might just see price reject these regions, because if we scroll down to the 1 hour time frame, these regions had held off previously here as a strong resistance, which is now turning support, right? Okay, in that case, we might see price start buying off from this region, which I'm not sure if I want to bank on. So, but I want to see price come into these regions here and reject it. If we see a very good rejections around here, then we might see price do something like pick up from this region here, and then when we get to this point, then maybe create some rejection patterns and then start to pull back, and then we can start selling. All right, back to the 4 hours time frame so we could see that clearly. In other words, this is the 50% retracement region that we've gotten to, which we might anticipate price to start selling. So if it does break below here, and my interest in selling is 1.2630, then we can look for a sell signal around these regions to continue to the downside. Otherwise, we could wait for price to buy up to these regions or look for opportunities to even buy around this region to 1.2830. Look for sell opportunities around here, and then we can start selling to the downside. All right, that's that for pound USD. And gold is quite an interesting one. We've seen a consolidation here, and what happens after a consolidation? We start moving to the up or the downside. So simply for gold, we want to see price break below this region, retest it, so we can sell down to the regions of 2500. Or we could look for opportunities for price to break above this region here, retest it, and we could see price come to 2700. Okay, that's exactly what I'm looking at for the week for gold. And lastly, the DXY for Confluence, we've seen price actually pull down to this region here of 105.50. Okay, and it's also technically currently what I'm anticipating here is, if furthermore the DXY comes back to break this region here, then I'm very much sure that we want to continue buying on pound USD. But the way it came into these regions and pulled up, we might want to anticipate price to start going up to the upside, which if I close to the if I move down to the 1 hour time frame, this is a very important region that I heard of as a support. Price broke it and is now holding off as a resistance. So if I highlight these regions here, then I'll be anticipating that if the pound USD comes back to break above the if the DXY comes to break above these regions and start buying, okay, then we would start selling pound USD. All right, if price does this to the upside, then we'll be sure that lower lows and lower highs have started being created here on pound USD, so we look for opportunities to sell. But reverse is the case when if price continues down here, all right, which looks like it has to form like a double top or something. When price start moving down again and comes back to break these regions of 105.50 and retest it, which means the DXY is now weak and going down, then we can look for opportunities to buy. Probably at that region we might see price above 1.8850, something like that. Okay, all right, that's that for my outlook. I'll see you guys for weekly recap during the weekends, and do make sure you back some pips and enjoy your week. Ciao.